What's up, everybody? What's going on, folks? Welcome to the True Trading Group live stream. Before we get things started here tonight, I would first like to thank our amazing partners over at Benzinga. Your endorsement of our platform that has stated better serves your community also helps to better serve ours. We are proud to be partnered with Benzinga and to offer the Benzinga Pro newsfeed, which is worth $1,400 a year on its own. We are proud to offer that for free as part of the TTG platform with your annual membership. Hope you guys are getting ready. Hope you had a fun, safe, enjoyable, relaxing weekend. Better ready to get down to business and figure out how we're going to make some money here this week. Folks, my name is Michael Edward, former award-winning hedge fund trader, now the current head trader at True Trading Group. And for those of you that do not know, TTG is the fastest growing, highest rated premium online trading educational platform and community where we all share the same goal. That's to learn, trade, and profit together in that order. 6 nights a week, we go live for free on this YouTube channel with myself, other TTG Pro Trader moderators, and special guests drop golden nuggets and free lessons and education that are going to help you become a better trader. And I've got a fantastic guest for you all here tonight. If you are ready to learn, trade, and profit for real, take a moment right now, smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, and guys, share this on your own social media. Share the stream on your own social media. Let's reach out. Let's empower. Let's educate as many of the retail traders as we possibly can. Let's bridge that gap between the 1%. But why should you listen to any of the things I share with you on my lives? Because literally 6 nights a week, I come on these live streams and I give you guys education and lessons on how to help you become a better trader. But why should you listen to anything that I say? I didn't figure any of this stuff out on my own. I'm not going to share with you little gimmicks or little tricks. I began my trading career working for a hedge fund in New York City in 2007, my very first job out of college. Then 2008 happened, the Great Recession, the housing market crisis, the stock market crash. And it was actually during that same time that I went on to receive one of the firm's Trader of the Year awards. But before they ever let me touch $1 of their money, I first had to go through an intensive training program. I had access to some of the top trading tools available, and I was part of a community of like-minded traders. And that's exactly what the TTG platform is based on here now today. I got a great live stream in store for you guys tonight. We're going to be talking about a lot of different things. We're going to start the live off tonight as follows. First up, in a minute, I'm going to bring on my good friend, our guest tonight, none other than Matt Kohrs himself. And together, we are going to be doing a special joint Q&A session while we give some time for people to log on and join us on the stream. And then I'll be bringing on my business partner, Adam. Most of you know him as SUGE. If you're part of the TTG family, you guys know him. I'm going to bring him on, and he's going to help me to make not one, but 2 special announcements, one of which will be a big surprise for our guest, Matt Kohrs. He doesn't know it yet, but we've got a big surprise in store for him. I'm going to bring Adam on, and he's going to share that with me. Then we're going to say goodnight to Matt once we're done that Q&A, and we're going to spend about 10 minutes briefly going over our platform. We're going to talk about the stock market outlook. We're going to go over all these different things today, and I have a special offer tonight and tonight only, for anyone that is joining the TTG family here tonight. I got a very special offer for you guys. And of course, we're going to be getting into the stock market weekly outlook and everything else, what I think the market's going to do. We're down a little bit right now in the futures market, not major. We're down about 0.2 of a point right now. All right, we're going to talk about what we expect out of the markets here this week. So last but not least, then we're going to go over, I'm going to show you guys the entire TTG platform for those that are interested later on in the live. Now, listen up, listen good, guys. We're about to start that Q&A session in just a minute. You have myself, a trader with 17 years of experience, sitting here telling you guys, ask me anything. I'm here to help. We've got my guest, Matt Kohrs, is going to be joining me in just a minute to help with those Q&As, that question and answer session as well. So start typing your questions in chat right now. All right? Don't be shy. Don't be embarrassed. I'm telling you now, there's no such thing as a stupid question. Okay, there's no such thing as a stupid question. The only thing that's stupid is to not ask your question. I promise you, if you've got a question, somebody else on this live also probably has the exact same one. So without any further ado, folks, let's go ahead. Let's start that Q&A. Begin typing your questions right in chat right now. There he is. Super chat.
Hey.
What's up, man?
Oh, man. If I'm being completely honest, so for those tuning in last night, I was talking to the TTG team. Last night, they texted me, like, you got to come on today. We have a surprise for you. And of course, I'm like, what is it? What is it? What is it? And they're like, we can't tell you. That's why you got to come on. Right. So I'm jittery. I'm as giddy as a little schoolgirl here. I mean, I'm excited.
I think you're going to be I think you're going to be pretty happy with it. Adam and I, we're talking things over. We got a good surprise in store for you. So I don't want to, I don't want to give away any clues or anything like that. I don't want to hint towards anything. So I want to just go ahead, dude. It's great to have you back on. I appreciate you taking the time on a Sunday night to come on here on the Teach You Live and let's, answering some questions. We got a lot of people that have a lot of different topics that they want to discuss. And we always have a lot of fun when you come on and join us. I love talking shop with you, man. So welcome back. Thanks for coming on.
I'm excited. Very excited. I think we'll have a great discussion.
Yeah, man. Let's do it. All right. First question we got here from Florida Sun. How do you think the Fed's meeting at Jackson Hole in late August will affect the market in the coming weeks? Okay. I'm going to jump on this one first, Matt. And if you just have some stuff that you want to add, feel free. The Jackson Hole meeting is actually going to be very, very important. Okay. It is usually a very important meeting for the Fed, but now so more than ever, it carries a lot more weight than even it normally does, because there's going to be the discussion, or people are expecting and anticipating a discussion about potential tapering. Now, nobody expects there to be any type of rate hike coming out of the Fed for at least probably another year. I, for one, think we get rate hikes by the end of next year. A lot of other people believe that maybe by the beginning of 2023 is when we get our next interest, when we get our interest rate hike and we get interest rates off of zero. But before that happens, you are going to get a tapering. Now, what do I mean by tapering? What is that? The Federal Reserve, for the last, all throughout COVID, has been implementing an asset purchase program where they've been buying $120 billion worth of different assets and securities to help stabilize and provide liquidity into the credit markets. And for those that maybe don't know, the credit markets really are the backbone of financial markets. The credit markets, whenever you have like a financial, like a systemic financial problem in global markets, the cracks will be seen in the credit markets first. That's the same thing that happened in 2008 with the subprime mortgage crisis. The cracks happened first in the credit markets. If the credit markets get out of whack, the equity markets get out of whack. If you stabilize the credit markets, you stabilize the equity markets. So what happened when the stock market actually bottomed during 2020, during the COVID sell-off, it was when the Federal Reserve stepped in and said that we were going to be coming in and buying corporate bonds, individual corporate bonds, is when they stepped in and said that they were going to be buying anyone that wanted to dump them. They were basically saying, hey, we're going to step in, we're going to buy whatever anybody doesn't want. And that stabilized credit markets. And then that is when the bounce started in the stock market. Now, that asset purchasing cannot go on forever. All right. At some point, the Federal Reserve is going to have to taper back the amount of securities in which they are buying. A lot of people think that, you may have heard the term talked about on different news outlets, a taper tantrum. A taper tantrum is when the markets are saying, oh no, the Fed, please don't stop buying all of these wonderful things that you continue to add onto your balance sheet, because it's allowing markets to push to all-time highs. This is definitely a liquidity-based rally, and they feel like if the Federal Reserve steps away, you may have a little bit of a loss of momentum to the upside. You may have a little bit of fear where things may get a little bit out of whack in the credit markets. And you have some members of the Federal Reserve that believe that we should taper now. Dallas Fed president thinks we should taper now. You have other members of the Fed that do not think we should taper just yet. You have some members of the Fed that think that this rise in Delta COVID cases is slowing down economic growth and slowing down the recovery enough to where it will allow them to delay when they actually start to taper. I don't think when they taper is going to be as important as how they taper is, I think, what the market's really going to want to pay attention to. Meaning, if they're buying 120 billion worth of assets each month, do they go from buying 120 to 60, or do they go from buying 120 to 90? And how long do they take to completely stop? That's what I think is going to be the bigger issue. If the Fed says, okay, we're going to start tapering in October and we plan to be finished within 5 or 6 months, that's a very quick foot off the gas. What the markets are going to want to see is that the Federal Reserve is not just going to take their foot off the gas. They're just going to go from 7th gear down to 6th gear, then from 6th gear down to 5th gear. The market's not going to want to see the Fed go from 7th gear to 1st gear and then slam the car into park. That's not what the market's going to want to hear. So I think it's inevitable that you get this taper talk. I actually think the Federal Reserve and Jerome Powell have done a fantastic job of foreshadowing what's to come. There's been a lot of talk about this in the last couple of times that Jerome Powell has actually gave public statements. So it does not come as a shock. I don't think that just talking about a taper is going to come as a shock. I think it's going to be, how do we taper? How quickly do we taper is where I think the shock may or may not lie. So I think it's a very important meeting, but I think the focus is going to be how they taper, not necessarily if they taper. And that's kind of what I'm going to be looking for out of the Jackson Hole meeting, is those type of discussions. I don't think anybody expects us to get any discussion based on interest rates. Interest rates aren't going anywhere. I don't think until at least sometime next year. And a lot of people think maybe not even until 2023, but I don't think there's going to be any talk of interest rates. I think it's all going to be about the taper. So
the only one thing I would add on to that is for newer traders, you're going to hear a lot about that term of melting up. If they like keep their tapering small like that, you're going to hear that, and melting up as in the market just slowly grinds higher and higher and higher. So just for people with terminology, that's kind of what that could come into play after this meeting.
Definitely. Agreed. Next question.
If you're in Milwaukee, I am not in Milwaukee. Good question, though.
Are you anticipating meme stock activity back? Matt, I'm going to pass that one right to you, brother. You are the meme stock king.
Yeah, so with meme stocks, I guess like mainstream media, I've heard someone calling it today lamestream media. I think they try to look at any stock that's being actively discussed on specifically Wall Street bets, but that's kind of weird. I think they're missing the fact that AMC and GME very much do have their own communities. So I'll just speak to those two because the other ones I don't personally really care about. Let's take it first with GameStop. GameStop, technically, I think it's holding up fine. I'm still looking for some of I've been just watching that key psychological level and resistance at 175. I want to see it overtake that. But right now, one of the biggest issues with GME is its volume. We need the volume to come back. And I don't think that's necessarily, I guess, commentary of what's going on with GameStop. I mean, we're seeing volume in the market low right now. We're in August. Like, we're trying to just get to the end of the month, more of like the summertime blues. So with it, I think some activity and volatility can come back to GME. It's just a waiting game right now. I mean, typically and Mike, you're probably better to answer this, of people coming back, hitting the trading desk hard after Labor Day. Like, it's just, we're still in that summertime vacation mode. So I'm hoping we get some like excitement and this gets moving. In terms of AMC, it still has decent volume. I mean, we're consistently trading over what we were trading in April. But the one thing I'm excited about with AMC, Mike, if you could bring it up, the MACD finally had a crossover. It finally, and it's not the biggest crossover, but it's definitely a cross. So I'm hoping that there's some people on the fence, some day traders, some swing traders that start to build up the momentum in that way. And there's some stuff in the mid 30s I'm watching, but that breakout between 40 and 42, for me, I think that would be pretty noteworthy, specifically 42, because that sets up 46, then 50. And Mike, you and I have discussed 50 before. But AMC specifically on Friday, the MACD crossover, I'm hoping, and why this is important for the people tuning in, why is he talking about MACD? MACD is one of the most common indicators. I believe it's moving average, convergence, divergence. It's basically two different exponential moving averages. And a lot of people like to see it for momentum and trend. So if the one line's under the other, or you're in what they refer to as a bearish trend going down, well, that finally just reversed on AMC. So I'm excited for that, specifically this upcoming week, to see if we can stay green on the MAC trend. But Mike, I'll give that one to you. Like, do you agree with that technicals, or do you think I'm off base?
No, I actually agree with you. I do think that you're actually set up pretty nicely for a bounce play. A couple of different things that I see kind of lining up here with regards to AMC, and you're spot on about that MACD indicator. You'll see the last time the MACD crossed underneath right here. I just have it circled. You see how that's when the downtrend began. You know, like that's when the downtrend in AMC began, and then now you're getting that crossover back to the upside. But you're getting that crossover back to the upside at the same time that you're forming real nice support at the 100-day moving average, which also tends to be the support level that was that gap fill that takes you all the way back to the beginning of June. So that gap fill from beginning of June, that's where we found support in early July. And now you're still finding support at that level. Now the 100-day moving average is coming into play. So coinciding with what you were talking about that MACD indicator, and yes, traders coming back to the desk after Labor Day and everything else. And, you are set up here for a nice little bounce that could take you right back to your 50-day moving average, which is where I would expect your next area of resistance to kind of start to step in there around 45 from that, like right around that 50-day moving average, that previous pivot from mid-July. I do think it's set up pretty nicely for a bounce play. So I definitely, from a charting standpoint, I would agree with you.
Yeah, that's the main thing. So for everyone listening, that's what I'm going to be watching out of the gate tomorrow and for the remainder of this week. Overall, want more volume back into GME, and for some reason, some mainstream media is throwing it in as in Robinhood being like a play that we support and somehow part of this meme community. But I mean, I've said this before. This is not a secret. Like, I'm actively betting against Robinhood. I'm long on some puts, and it got a little bit of a pump right before the market closed. And that was just some ding dong out there putting out some information that like he thought was breaking news and it wasn't. And it just related to payment for order flow. They were saying that like, like they're not going to look into it and ban it anymore. So it wasn't actually news. And they said it as if it were a breaking like story. But right now, with the government looking into, I believe the last quarter, Robinhood, 63% of their revenue came in from payment for order flow. And if our government's like, hey, we're not doing that anymore, I just don't see how the company like is going to react kindly to that.
Oh, yeah. If the SEC, regulates that pay for order flow, it would be a huge blow to Robinhood's their whole business model. I mean, like, pay for order flow is something that's been around for ages. It's not, and everybody understand, like, Robinhood is not the only broker that pays for order flow. Everybody pays for order flow. It's like it's a common thing, but it's Robinhood is the one that really is becoming an issue with it because so much of the revenue is generated by it. And it's like if that gets taken away, they don't have the other forms of revenue that some of these are, like a Charles Schwab, for example, or like an E-Trade. They have like 401k programs. They've got investment programs. They have other services that they offer to their client base. Robinhood doesn't have that same type of revenue. So if something like that order flow was regulated and they kind of took that away, that would be a huge problem for Robinhood. It will be a problem for all brokers, but a lot of other brokers can offset that with other means. Robinhood would have a much more difficult time kind of adjusting to that. And it will take them time to adjust to that if something like that was to happen. So definitely, something to pay attention to as far as kind of the news cycle surrounding Robinhood.
Yeah, I was trying to think of I guess the best analogy to describe it. And I get it. Like, so I've spoken about this on my channel quite a bit of like, just I'm against it. It doesn't make much sense to me. And then the common argument is like, well, that's why we have free trading. How could you be against it? And they're like, it democratized trading, blah, blah, blah. And I get that. But to me, maybe the best analogy is like, we didn't stop at the first airplane that the Wright brothers made. Like, you can still improve the system. Like, when it first came out, I'm for that. I want people to be trading. I like the free trading. I think that's a benefit. But also now we're starting to see, like you said, Charles Schwab, Fidelity, they still have the free trading and they, I guess, keep their bottom line up by doing other things. Even one like Public, I've been talking about Public. Well, they have a tipping mechanism and they lend out shares. Like, there are other ways to do it. Just because we figured it out once, that doesn't mean it's the perfect one. So I'm just looking for iterations in, I guess, the stock market brokerage business world.
Yeah, definitely a lot of room for improvement. That's for sure.
All right. What other questions? We lit them fire, folks. Oh, I guess while questions are coming in, I have one for you, Mike. So specific to AMC, there was some hot drama over the weekend. And basically someone connected this account that was like talking about how no one's going to the movie theaters, specifically the new Ryan Reynolds movie, Free Guy, I believe is in the name. But anyway, it ended up actually beating expectations. And then people started to point out, like, hang on, if he knowingly shared false information when he went on CNBC saying that he's long on some puts against AMC, people started to point out that stock bashing. as in like you're saying things you know aren't true to like finance. It's manipulation in what I guess most people would think is like the opposite way. In your history on Wall Street, are we crazy with that, or does this stuff actually happen?
It happens all the time.
It does. Can you give us like a story with that? Dive into that a little more.
So one of the infamous, and this is a similar situation, but kind of slightly different, because Goldman Sachs used to get a lot of slack because Goldman Sachs is structured in a way to where their advisory business and their trading business have a degree of separation, to where Goldman Sachs has been, anyone that's been around long enough and has kind of talked to traders on different trade desks and different firms like a Goldman Sachs, they're notorious for one side of their business providing like a buy rating while the other side of their business is actually selling. And it became, at least like when I was working on Wall Street, it became like a joke. And it was kind of a joke between traders where like Goldman Sachs would come out publicly with, you know, a buy or a sell, and then they're doing the exact opposite thing on the other side of their business, on their trading side. And you can have the advisory side or the analyst side. And it's like they're doing something, they can do something completely separate because there's such a degree of separation. And technically, they're not supposed to communicate. How do you stop that from happening? Yeah, sure. You can track like internal corporate servers if you're chatting with one another, but who's going to stop somebody from one side of the business going to happy hour with somebody on the other side of the business and talking shop about what they're doing? There's no way for you to stop that. And on top of that, you have a lot of situations where, you know, people can come on and give false statements. And I look back at Ackman during the crash in March, when Ackman came on CNBC and literally gave his crying speech about COVID and how, you know, he sees this Great Depression coming and he's worried about his father. And he gave us this whole theatric, you know, interview on CNBC. Meanwhile, that exact same day, he's buying stock. He's buying stock while he's painting this doomsday scenario on CNBC. It's like, it happens all the time. Definitely not crazy for that, like that stock bashing, like coming and saying something publicly and doing the exact opposite, like kind of behind the scenes. I think it's a form of manipulation. You know, it's something that needs to be looked further into, especially now with like the rise of social media and how easy it is for someone with a large influence to influence the decisions of other people. If they're doing the opposite thing, that's problematic in my eyes.
Yeah, it's one of those things. So like, I have no hands-on Wall Street experience, so I'm always interested when I could ask you directly those questions, because
sure.
A lot of it is like they'll talk to us of like, hang on, like they don't know, like they always they just think it's like hardcore conspiracy all the time. Like there's been mainstream media that's basically just said, oh, like naked shorting, it's a thing, it has happened, but like it's not as like prevalent as you could possibly think. Like they're acting as like we defined it once and some one guy way back when got caught and they don't do it anymore.
Right.
It's like, come on.
Guys, don't be shy. Guys, type your questions right in chat. Matt and I are here for you. Muhammad Hussein, we understand Matt is very bullish on AMC, as am I, but what is the TT view on AMC and how does this differ from Matt's? Good to get a balanced view. What do you think? You want me? Yeah, if you want to, I'll let you jump on this one first, Matt.
Yeah, I mean, I'll give my view and then we'll see how it like kind of balances out with yours. I guess one of the things that I fear, not only in trading, but like in life in general, is like whenever you get into your own echo chamber, as you can imagine, Mike, everything I see on like my YouTube, my Twitter, when I'm reading the Reddit pages I care about, my Discord, a lot of the times it's in alignment with me. And then that it's bad for many reasons in life, but like, let's keep it here to stocks. It's like all of a sudden, like you're not like, I guess, speed checking yourself. And like, I don't think that's healthy at all. So I like to come on here and just so folks know, like we don't talk about any of this beforehand. We want it to be a true organic conversation. So with me, I like doing these things because like we have a different style. So with me, I started my YouTube channel and there's obviously like a personality aspect to it, but I want to educate at my core. And that's also what TTG is trying to do. But with theirs, it's an educational membership group. While on mine, yeah, I try to educate as much as I can. But when it comes to AMC and GME, for me personally, it's become more of a movement that's playing out on the stock market. And like, I'm happy to be a part of that movement. While with this group, and please correct me if I'm wrong, like, you almost have a duty to all your members that your goal is to teach trading and call out every good setup when you need a setup. So with me, like, I'm just so, I guess, deep into this particular movement. That's my view on AMC. So sometimes I like these where I'm not going to get attacked by people who are just like think we're absolutely stupid, but someone that could give another balanced opinion on maybe the situation that's going on. Because like, if you're always in your own echo chamber, like, what are you going to learn and how are you going to see other people's viewpoints on it?
Yeah, that's really well put. You know, and I think especially when it comes to like when it comes to the markets, and it's anything in the markets, like it doesn't necessarily just have to be AMC or GME or it's like or Robinhood. It could be anything, any stock, any part of the market. It's always good to get different views, different opinions, because something that is very common with traders and very common with just human beings in general is that it's kind of like when you ask someone for advice, but you don't like the advice they give you, and you'll go and ask somebody else until you get that person that tells you what you want to hear. It's kind of similar to that with trading. Like if you're looking at a stock and let's say someone says, I think Moderna is going to go down. I want to short Moderna. Then you go and you ask 2 or 3 other people what their views are of Moderna. And you can have those 3 other people tell you, I think it's a long. I think it's a long. I think it's a long. You're going to keep asking somebody until you find someone that's going to say, hey, you know what? I think it's a short too. And you're like, yes, I knew it.
Yeah.
You know, it's like you tend to see what you want to see as a trader. I actually teach some of my members sometimes to like, if you struggle with like quality of setup, like trading quality of setup, meaning like you're going after lower quality patterns, instead of looking for the long, look for the short. And if you don't see any reason why there would be a good short, chances are then maybe you do have a good long on your hands. So I kind of teach people like, because people tend to see what they want to see. With regards to like, you know, this person asking specifically about what is TTG's view on AMC, I 100,000 million% support the exact same movement and view as Matt does with like empowering the retail trader, educating people. That's why we started SUGE Trading Group. You know, like Matt and I, we share the exact same goal is to literally educate and empower the retail trader to level the playing field, because the playing field has not been level since we can remember. So it's like him and I come on here to educate people. And yes, I have a duty and a responsibility to all my members and to all the viewers on YouTube to identify opportunity where I see it and to teach them how to identify these opportunities. And I will tell people if I think a stock's going up, any stock. If I think a stock's going down, any stock, for whatever the reason. I'm a very active trader, okay? I'm not someone that gets myself into a stock and just holds for several months at a time. I'm a very active trader. I'll be long a stock for a day or a couple of days. Then I'll turn around, I will short a stock for a couple of days, and so on and vice versa. So Matt and I have different trading styles, but at the end of the day, we both have the same goal, and that is to educate the retail trader to level the playing field. You know, so that's kind of how we separate our different viewpoints. AMC right now is not on my radar for the time being, but I do think it's starting to set up for a pretty nice bounce play. And I actually, based on the technicals that Matt and I just spoke about just a couple of minutes ago, I'm actually going to add it to my watch list actually for tomorrow. Like as of Friday, it really wasn't on my watch list. Like I've been looking at like NVAX a lot. I've been looking at Moderna. Like I've been looking at, it's like because they've been really, really active last week, but AMC is starting to sit up there for a pretty nice bounce play. So I'm probably going to add it to my list.
I like that. I like that a lot.
All right, guys. Next question. Matt, how's the St. Jude's donations going, and is it too late to donate?
Yeah. Okay. So I guess first of all, I really appreciate you asking this. For those of you who don't know, like what's going on, what happened was I'm on YouTube, and there's some people in the world who like I guess don't understand the concept of on YouTube you could get super chats and people get mad at me about it. And one person said something mean to me in a super chat of how I shouldn't take super chats. So like me being just like the petty person I am, switched my Twitter name to Super Chat Matt. And then from there, I was like, I'm going to go back and look at every single super chat I've ever received that was negative about super chats. And I told people that I'm going to make shirts. I got so many DMs. Everyone's like, I will buy this. I will buy this, to the point that it got out of hand. So I gave all that money to a graphic designer. I was like, let's leverage it to the next thing. So I decided any shirt that was sold from Wednesday till tonight at midnight, you have about 3 hours left, 100%. Every single cent will be going to St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. I just thought it was like a fun way to give back. And for me, this social media, this experience has been an absolute whirlwind. And for me, I think it's a little bit humbling and grounding to realize that some of us, if your biggest issue in your life is like your stocks and your P&L, like for some of us, like you're actually looking good to other people. And this is a charity that's helping those other people that they wish their biggest problem was just their P&L on the day. So for me, it was something fun. Just I'm poking fun at some keyboard warriors, but on top of it, like I think for me, like, I mean, it was Wednesday to Sunday. We're going to now, but it's going good. And I could get you the numbers. Let me load this up. So like I said, we have 3 hours left. And as of now, we are at $5,101. But for those, if you want a Super Chat Matt shirt, a Moon Gang merch, I don't want to hijack this at all, but it's on Moon Gang merch if you want to be a part of that. And if you don't have that money, even just a smaller donation or a like, a retweet, or just telling another person about the charity. Not all support has to be exactly monetary, but I'm very happy to like, I don't know, just be doing what's going on right now. It puts a big smile on my face.
I love it, man. I love it. I
Hey, Matt.
Hey, what's going on, Adam?
What's up, buddy? Mike, tell them who I am.
Okay, so everyone, for those of you who know, okay, who this jolly old fella is that just popped up on your screen, that is Adam. Adam is the co-founder and my partner in True Trading Group. The TGD fam knows him as SUGE. And I think we've got something that we want to share.
Yep. So right now, so you guys see, I am in Montana with my family on a family trip. But little confession, Matt. Obviously, we knew about the St. Jude stuff, and Mike knew about it as well. We thought it was great. You're running it till midnight tonight, yeah?
Yep.
Whatever the number is at midnight that you raise, True Trading Group will match it dollar for dollar.
No way. Seriously?
Seriously.
Yeah, man. Hell yeah.
Yes. This is awesome. You guys. Oh man, you're gonna make me emotional. That's so cool. That is so awesome. They're gonna love it. Man. I cannot. The families, the children at St. Jude, that is doubling up. That is wild.
Whatever the number is at midnight, even if Mike has to put himself back on the street corner again, we will 100% match whatever that number is.
Man,
give him the link again, Matt. For anyone that's on the stream now.
Yeah,
it's on or just post it on your Twitter, and we'll tell people to go there if that's easier.
Okay, yeah, folks. Right after this, I'll post it on my Twitter so you can see it. But I'm like seriously gonna get emotional there. You guys, that's so incredible. Like it's just
don't tell anyone. The more people think that we're just out here to try and sell memberships to people, the better. I have a reputation to maintain. I enjoy being a giant piece of shit, so don't tell anyone.
Man, it's so cool. Like I just love like coming together like this. That is so incredibly cool. Shout out to you guys.
Yeah,
Mike and Adam. That is so.
Matt, shout out to you, man.
That was a great idea, Matt. We're always
bro. You took
like that, dude.
negativity. You took negativity from a bunch of, like you said, keyboard warriors, and you turned it into something beautiful, something powerful, and you're using your influence and your network to help better other people's lives. And that is exactly what we do at True Trading Group, not only from like the educational standpoint, but whenever we have an opportunity like this, to use our platforms and to use our voices and our influences to help better other people's lives. That, my friend, is true success. And that's something Adam and I live for each and every day. So props and commend to you for putting this whole thing together. When Adam told me about it, I was like, bro, that is amazing. And it wasn't even a discussion. Like Adam and I were like, we're gonna do this.
Hell yeah.
Man, I had no idea. Like when I was coming on, like I thought it was gonna relate to this, but in my wildest dreams, you guys just say you're gonna double that up. That's
look,
incredible.
Mike and I do a lot of charity as is. We just don't usually talk about it because it's kind of a personal thing for us. We don't use it in our live. Look, the live streams that we have on here, yes, we sell memberships on this live stream. Guys, strap on in. When Matt's gone, we're probably going to try and sell you a membership. However, we don't use the charity stuff that we do outside of this to as like an angle. It's something that's really personal to us. You do good things. Not everyone needs to know about it all the time, but this, because it was public, because we really wanted to, we're always looking to participate in stuff like this, dude. So, and look, St. Jude, Make-A-Wish, Wounded Warrior Project, these are all fantastic charities, absolutely. And that's it. Also, what I would like to say is that I know this is the second part. While I was on the plane today, I had Wi-Fi and I was able to secure laptops for this evening. So I beg. That's what I do. I literally beg people. That's what I do. I put my pride in my back pocket and I beg. Anyways, I will go back to the Q&A. I'm going to go do dinner with the family. Matt, thank you so much, dude. And absolutely, we will let us know what that number is tonight, tomorrow morning, whenever, and we will match it.
That is so incredible. So you guys heard it. Thank you so much. And I'm sure I can't even imagine. Like, I was trying to explain this on my stream of like, I can't even empathize or sympathize with someone that would be in that situation where they need that money. Like, I don't even know if like a part of my being, I'm not a father. Like, I have not had to do that like with a sibling or something. And to me, like, I mean, there's a good chance the family that ends up using this money, they might not know about us, but just knowing that like, in that situation, the fact, like the bills in that scenario, for those of you who don't know, what St. Jude does is basically any children, it's mainly cancer-based, but any serious disease, if they accept them, they just never have a bill. You show up there, you get the treatment that you need for your child, and there's no bill. And I could just imagine being in that situation and then also worrying about having to pay for it. Like, I can't, like, I literally have like a mental block. I don't know what it would like to be a father like that. So for me, if like we can alleviate 0.1% of their burden, I'm so happy to do it.
Yeah, man. Likewise. It's, I feel like sometimes people, when you become a trader, you kind of start to lose the value of a dollar a little bit, like my sisters, my one sister's a high school English teacher. My other sister's a hairstylist. If I sat them down one day, or if they sat next to me one day and they just watched my P&L throughout the day, watch me for a week, and you see the money that I'll go up and the money that I'll go down and the money that'll go up. And it's like, they would think I am the most craziest person on the planet Earth. And I'm like, oh yeah, I lost 15 grand today. Like, what? But you start to lose the value of a dollar. And it's like, like you said, it's like we sit here and we're very lucky. We're very blessed. And I haven't had to experience anything like that either in my life or anyone that's really been close to me. But, to think about what those families must go through during that, it's like, just to deal with it is hard enough. They shouldn't have to worry about, how do I deal with it financially and put themselves into never ending debt or maybe not be able to pay for it. It's just, I'm really happy that you're doing it, man. I really am. Like, I was like, when Adam told me, and I'm not really like on social media, I don't really know what's going on. I'm really like, I'm a real like quiet person. I don't really, and when Adam told me, I was, man, that is just awesome. It's just so awesome that you took an opportunity to turn something negative into something positive and beautiful. So again, props to you, man. And it's our absolute pleasure to match whatever you guys raise.
Yeah. We doing it for Super Chat Matt.
Yeah, man. Super Chat Matt. All right, guys, type away your questions. Matt and I are still here. Matt's on a time crunch, I think, too. So let's keep typing those questions away, guys. We'll help answer as many things as we can before we go on to the outlook for the evening. Maybe we'll take like one or two more questions, guys. So don't be shy. Type away, fire them right in chat.
while we're waiting for some of those to come through, what are your thoughts on crypto right now? Kind of waking up, not really from the ashes, but it was like kind of quiet for the past, I don't know, quarter. Are you bullish, bearish on crypto? Don't care about crypto?
All right. I mean, me personally, I don't really trade crypto.
Okay.
I really, I've just have such a focus on stocks and options and everything. But we do have a new crypto course with True Trading Group. We do have new crypto mods that are going to be calling out crypto trades at on a 24-hour or a 24/7 basis. So I think that crypto is a fantastic trading mechanism, and I'm actually pretty. I think that the recent recovery that you've just seen, like after we went from Bitcoin from like 60 down to 30, it recovered very quickly. It's like the last time that Bitcoin had, like a 50% more or greater drop, it stalled out and it really got stale, and it took a long time for that thing to really get back into light. And then it was like then COVID and all that just kind of sent that thing flying. But now it recovered very, very quickly. And, I do think it's a very strong sign to see the type of move that you saw. And it started really last week. When Bitcoin got back up to like 42, something like that. I don't even know where is it right now. I don't even have it up on do you have it up?
Yeah, like 47,500.
Oh, wow. Okay. Yeah, that's a serious move. That's a serious move back. So, I think it's a fantastic trading tool. If you asked me like, well, what crypto do I believe in the most long term, like as an investment long term, I actually like Ethereum the most.
Okay.
I like Ethereum the most. But I think obviously like, the trading opportunities that Bitcoin provides is just amazing.
Interesting. So actually myself, I think I might even have more money in Ethereum now compared to Bitcoin. I really like Ethereum. And then on top of that now, like Cardano. And I have, for me, like kind of similar to you, is like I'm watching too much of stocks and doing too much research. For me, all of my crypto plays I'll either be very right or very wrong 1, 2, 3 decades down the road. I'm not actively trading it. If I see a serious dip, I buy some and it just sits there. I've bought, I've never sold. And like I go weeks without checking it because I have no plan. Like it'll go to zero or I'll be very rich off of it, but there's no in between for me.
That's exactly. Yeah, man. It's either, you're right. Like there is no in between. It's either Bitcoin will be worth several hundreds of thousands of dollars per Bitcoin, or it's going to be worthless.
Yeah.
There really isn't like an in between. It's like someone is either going to be very right or someone's going to be very wrong. It's like it's like you're either in it or you're not.
I think it's positioned itself in a unique way where you have one avenue like Apple, Tesla, MasterCard, AMC actually now accepted that they're going to accept Bitcoin by the end of the year for like ticket and concession sales. So you have one where there's mass adoption from business titans. And on the other hand, if you have people speaking out against it, especially governments, well, that emboldens a lot of the crypto crowd because that's why they want it in the first place, is because they don't want the government telling them what to do. So when you have that dichotomy that still benefits crypto as a sector, for me, that's why I'm long-term bullish on it. I should probably be more informed. I try to read about it. But like, there's only so many hours in the day and there's a lot of stocks that you and I have to cover. So
yeah, I know, dude. I'm like, it's crazy. And I don't pretend to be like a crypto expert or anything like that. And, I've been admittedly wrong about Bitcoin up until this point. But like I said, I believe longer in just like the use of Ethereum and value outside of if it becoming a currency, like a globally accepted currency or not. So I just see more value in Ethereum. Bitcoin was obviously like first to the show, and obviously that's the leader. But I think that from like a safety standpoint, like if you don't want to be like, hey, I'm either going to be really rich off of this in 20 years or I'm going to lose everything. I feel like you have less risk on that in Ethereum because I think Ethereum would actually hold more value. So
that's fair.
That's kind of, it's interesting that you have more Ethereum too. Cause like I said, I'm not, I should be more informed on the crypto front. Like I said, we've got, we added a crypto moderator to TTG that is just, lives, breathes, eats, sleeps crypto.
Gotcha.
So he's a real great, addition to the TG team. I'm excited to have him as a TG mod. So I'll be learning a thing or two from him about crypto for sure.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Well, I'm hoping in a week or two, now that AMC's back on your watch list with that MACD crossover, I'm hoping we can come back to this next Sunday, the Sunday after, and kind of hopefully we have a big smile on our face from a nice technical bounce and a rip higher.
Hopefully we get a nice 10-point rip.
Yeah, that'd be beautiful.
We get a nice 10-point rip. Cool, man. Well, I guess that maybe kind of wraps up our Q&A session here. Another really, really good one, man. And I know we kind of caught you off guard there with a little surprise, but it was a lot of fun. I always enjoy our talks, man. It was great having you on and joining me on a Sunday night. Always appreciate it.
Yeah, I'm definitely excited to return in the future. And obviously, for me personally, I'm sure everyone at St. Jude, the families, the children, much love to both you and Adam, obviously. But I'm excited to let you guys know the number and see where we take this thing. But yeah, I appreciate it. And we'll be talking soon.
And everybody that's on the live, if you guys want to contribute to Matt's St. Jude, basically whatever merch you end up buying from Matt, you're basically donating twice of that, because if you donate $10 to Matt, we're donating another $10. So it's really $20. So if you guys want, go follow Matt on Twitter, guys. We just posted his Twitter handle at the bottom left of your screen. It's at Matt_Kohrs, at Matt_Kohrs. And then there is Matt's YouTube channel. You guys can also want to go and subscribe to his YouTube channel. So if you guys, I'm sure when we're done here with the live, Matt's gonna pop off, and then he'll share the info for the donation, everything he's running with St. Jude's. If you guys want to participate, if you want to buy some merch, he's got t-shirts and a bunch of cool stuff. You guys can head on over there. He'll post that up on his Twitter in just a few minutes.
Yep, I appreciate that so much. I'll definitely throw that on Twitter, so everyone who wants to at least look into it and see what's going on, all the info will be there for you. But I appreciate it, and we'll be talking soon, man.
Awesome, man. Have a great night, bro.
Have a good one.
Later, man.
Bye.
Yep. All right. Well, there you have it, folks. Another wonderful Q&A session in the books. My boy Matt taking some time out on a Sunday night to join the TTG fam to go over some really cool stuff, man. I'm so happy to see. I always love seeing, people that have an audience or a following. I love seeing them really using that to do good. It's amazing. It really is amazing, and it's something that we here at True Trading Group are absolutely honored to be a part of with the St. Jude's donation. So like I said, you guys can go ahead there and check out some of that stuff. Okay, so we still have a lot to talk about here, folks. All right, don't go anywhere. We still got to talk about the stock market outlook. What do we think the market's going to do here this week? Right? What do we think the market's going to do here this week? We ripped some SPY call options last week. If you guys were following my live stream last week, we nailed some SPY call options. An average of $2.25 a contract. Okay, out those contracts up there. Those contracts went to $3.25, I believe. Those contracts went to. So from $2.25, those contracts went all the way up to, I believe, $3.25 was the highs on Friday. I sold out of those contracts on Friday. I'm completely flat. My SPY call options. So what does that mean now for this week? Okay, what does that mean now for this week? Does that mean I think the market's going to pull back this week if I sold my call options on Friday? What does that mean? Let's talk about that in just a moment. Before I do, anyone that did not, if I did not get to your question, if you're not a member of TTG, if I didn't get to your question, don't worry about it, guys. We do this 6 nights a week. So just make sure you click the subscribe button, turn on your notifications bell, make sure you never miss out on any one of these live streams. But speaking of which, speaking of the people that are new here, I actually would like to see what we've got, what we're working with right now. Guys, do me a favor. Type the number 1 in chat right now if you're not a member of True Trading Group, or this is the very first time you've ever been on a TTG live stream. Just type the number 1 in chat right now. All right, Dylan Miller, S. Hansen, David Freeze, Bruce White, Gil, Muhammad Hussein, Tim Russelin, Dennis Wade, Sean O'Connor, Gary Hollingshead, Kevin Walford, Frank Kensey, Jacob Davis, Dutch Tulip, Seven Seas Trading, Bosco Rivas, Neil Go, Travelophilia, Devo, Diana 8 Mama, I love your username, Jacob Harlow, Walter Torres, Michael Deldin, Mark Devault, Kenny Battles, me, Jean-Francois, Kali, Joseph, Jeremiah, Ali Reza, D, beautiful guys, Trey's Left Private Eye, Lance Landway, Hara, Salva, Kevin, Matthew, beautiful. So many number ones. I can't even keep up. I really can't. I can't even keep up. So many number ones. Guys, welcome. All of you type the number one in chat. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Understand, folks, that TTG, we are the fastest growing and highest rated educational platform for traders. We are all about results because results matter. Okay. We help people reach their goals of becoming consistently profitable traders by combining top-notch education, the same education I received working at a fund in New York City. And we combine that with premium tools from companies like TradingView, Benzinga, Quote Media, Trade Ideas, and more. And we're a community of traders that share the same goal, that is to learn, trade, and profit together. Before I get into the main topics of tonight's live stream, I want to give you guys all a quick heads up here, because if you watch our live streams, if you've been following our live stream for a while, you know that we've been steadily walking the price of our membership up towards $2,000. Eventually, we will be over that. We've been doing this by moving the price up a couple of bucks every day until we cross that $2,000 mark. A membership to True Trading Group, a one-year membership, it's usually $2,212, but from now until midnight Pacific, you can actually save 42%, which brings the price all the way down to just $1,267. And the next 25 people that sign up to True Trading Group will be receiving a brand new free laptop, totally free. We even cover the shipping costs. Yes, we do ship globally. Okay, we have stretched our suppliers thin. I don't know how the hell Adam does this. He was able to get on Wi-Fi, and he said he was able to get his hands on 25 other laptops from the wholesaler. So we actually ran out of laptops last week, and we had none left over the weekend. We had completely run out. We sold out of those laptops with the chip shortages and everything. It's very difficult for us to get our hands on these electronics, but Adam was able to secure 25 new laptops. So the next 25 people to join, you can use the coupon code TTG121. TTG121. That'll get you the 42% discount. It's our end of summer back to school sale, and you will get a brand new free laptop. It's going to either be an Asus, Acer, HP, or Dell laptop. Those are the brands that we've got. I want you to think of True Trading Group as the Netflix of trading communities, because you pay one price, you get access to every single thing that we have. Your membership includes our 17-course curriculum. It's a simplified version of the stuff I learned working at the fund in New York. There's beginner and foundation courses. There's advanced courses. There's courses on options, swing trading, trader psychology, crypto, you name it, we've got it. They're all in text and video format, whichever's easier for you to learn. We've got our Benzinga Pro newsfeed. Very excited, guys. I'm proud to be partnered with Benzinga. They offer one of the best news services that's out there. We get news as soon as it crosses the wire. You cannot rely on delayed news services. Yahoo Finance is not good enough. It's like 15 minutes delayed. Computers, professional traders, they get news as soon as it crosses the wire. You need the same if you're going to be an active trader. We have that news feed included for free with your membership through Benzinga. Thank you, our partners at Benzinga. We also have Quote Media's full book level 2, so you'll see all the market makers in level 2, not just the ones your broker shows you. You get to use our TradingView's pro charting software. It's one of the most commonly used charting softwares by active traders. You've got our Trade Ideas scanner, which will show you stocks making new highs, new lows, have volume surges. It's segmented between small caps, mid caps, and large caps, whatever you focus on. This way, we ensure you're always looking at the hottest stocks on the day. You also have a simulator with TTG's platform that allows you to trade stocks and options with fake money, with real-time data, so you can practice implementing what you learn in all of our courses. You also get access to our trading chat room where the moderators and TTG is not just me. There's 7 other TTG Pro Trader moderators that each have a different style and strategy that are in TTG, calling out trades, answering questions. We share our screen with you during the day. We're live on the microphone talking to you in real time. I let everyone know what I do before I do it. So I call all of my trades out in advance in chat. So basically what I'll do is I'll come on the microphone and say, hey guys, I'm looking at ABCD, $10 support level. I'm looking for a pullback to 25. I'm going to be a buyer at 25. My stop will also be down around 950. I'm looking to take profits at 11, 1150, and 1250. All right. So I come on the microphone and I say that before I actually enter a trade. And then as soon as my order executes, that's when you get the notification in chat that my order has actually filled, and my order alert will tell you the price, the stop loss, everything as soon as my order actually executes. True or false, guys, my TTD fan, if you are a member of True Trading Group, you can just type true or false that I tell you in advance on the microphone before I ever make a move. And every time that one of our moderators enters or exits a trade, you guys get those notifications. And like I said, we're talking to you live in chat. We're in chat with you the whole day. We're not gone after 2 hours. We're in chat from pre-market all the way through to the after-hour session. We're in there trading in the trenches with you all day, every day. And we are currently sporting well over an 80% win rate in our chat between all of the moderators. That means over 80% of the time that one of the moderators in True Trading Group calls that a chat, it's a profitable one. We do live workshops and webinars covering different topics each week. We do one-on-one mentor sessions with lifetime members. We do small private study groups. That's your chance to really get individualized attention from a THD mod to ask questions and go over lessons and topics that you guys are struggling with to really help speed up that learning curve. It's a complete game changer, those small study groups. Okay, this is all stuff we do in TGD. It's all free. It's all included with your membership. You don't have to pay extra for any of that stuff. And you can get the 42% discount now, pay $1,267, and the next 25 people get a brand new free laptop with that. Okay, and we do cover the shipping costs. We do ship globally. You have members all over the world. We have members in Australia, Philippines, Japan, the UK, Netherlands, Italy, Spain, Mexico, Canada. We literally have members from all over the world. All right, we do a lot of giveaways to our members too. A lot of fun. We like giving back to our members. Whenever TTG gets 300 new members, we actually give away a brand new Tesla or $30,000 cash. All you have to do is be a member of True Trading Group. That's it. You just have to be a member of True Trading Group, and you have a chance to win the 30K or the Tesla. It's up to the winner. The winner chooses cash or the card. All right. You'll know that you're one of the 25 laptops, guys, because when you go to the checkout page on our site, in the checkout, you'll see the laptop. Okay. If you don't see a laptop, that means we've sold out of them already. Okay. So if you see a laptop, that means you're getting one of those free 25 laptops. They're going to go quick. You guys actually have to enter coupon code TTG121 like you see on the screen right there. You actually have to type in the code and then click apply code to get the 42% discount. If you don't, you're paying about $2,000 for the membership. Don't do that. You're on the live stream here with me tonight. You're putting the time, the work. You're getting the coupon code TTG121. That'll get you the 42% discount, folks. All right. And we do have a money back guarantee, guys. I stand behind my program. Okay. I put my money where my mouth is. I am confident that if you follow the TTG education and program, that this can work for you. Over 80% of our members are successful. That means they're making money and they're becoming a better trader. That's why I am able to offer you this money back guarantee. So here's the deal. If you guys go through all the courses, if you pass the quizzes, and if you attend one private study group, that's it. If you do those three things, that means you've committed to TTG. You commit to me, I'll commit to you. So if you do those three things, if you do not make your membership fee back, that's $1,267. If you don't make that back at least once during your membership, I will give you a full refund. I'm not kidding. I'll give you all of your money back. Everything I'm telling you is on the website. That is how much I believe in my program, because results matter. Okay, if you're going to join True Trading Group, you should get results. Okay, results matter. And at the end of the day, our members are becoming better traders and they're making money. According to a survey we conducted in early July, over 80% of our members are becoming better traders. And if you do not believe me, I want you to watch this. Guys, if you are a member of True Trading Group, I want you to type the number 1 in chat right now if you are making money and you are becoming a better trader. Flat out, simple. Are you making money and becoming a better trader? Yes or no? Type the number 1 in chat right now if you're making money and becoming a better trader. Anyone that's on this live stream that's not a member, I don't want you to pay attention to me anymore. I want you to watch right here. I want you to watch right here, and I want you to see how many number 1s come through chat. This is the reason why I can offer you that money back guarantee without even breaking a sweat, because my members are making money and they're becoming better traders. They're getting the same education that I got when I worked at the fund in New York. I was taught by professional traders. I didn't have to sift through hours of YouTube videos to figure this stuff out on my own. I was lucky. All these people typing the number 1, you can see them all coming through the chat. There's hundreds of people typing right now. There's no difference between you and them. They found True Trading Group most likely on a live stream like you did. They joined, and now here they are telling you, I did it. I'm now making money. I'm a better trader now because of what I've learned in True Trading Group. If they can do it, so can you. So again, if you commit to me, I will commit to you. You do those 3 things. If you don't make your membership fee back, I'll give you all your money back, folks. I'm not kidding. So think about it. What's the worst case scenario? Let's play out this risk reward. You join True Trading Group, you get a free laptop. You don't make back your membership fee after doing those 3 things. I give you all your money back. You still got a free laptop. Best case scenario, you join True Trading Group, you get a free laptop. You go on to become a consistently profitable trader, and you become one of these people that's typing the number 1 in chat, and you reach financial goals you never thought were even possible. Weigh that risk reward on that trade, and you tell me if you decide on pulling the trigger or not, because Benjamin just did. Benjamin, our newest member of True Trading Group. Everyone, welcome Benjamin to the TTG family. We now only have 24 laptops left. Again, the next 24 people to use coupon code TTG121 will get a 42% discount on their membership, and you're going to get a brand new free laptop, totally free. And of course, you'll get that money back guarantee. Guys, I put my money where my mouth is. I stand behind my program. I'm confident if you guys put in a little bit of energy, this can work for you. And I'm willing to back it up with a money back guarantee. Okay, so again, coupon code TTG121. That's how you guys can take advantage of that deal. All right. So with that being said, let's talk overall markets, folks. All right, let's talk overall markets. What I want to do here real quick, we're going to pull up my screen right now. We're going to pull up some charts, and we're going to talk a little bit here about the SPY. All right, we're going to talk a little bit here about the SPY. You know, we went up all the way on Friday. We hit new all-time highs. We broke over 445, which was really my target. So last week, if you guys go back to Sunday of last week, my last stock market outlook, I said I felt the markets push higher. I'm looking for 445. We went a little higher than 445. Our all-time high currently sits at 445.95. So we just missed 446. Let me do a quick check-in, actually, guys, on the futures market, just to see where we're at. Okay, we are down 0.2 of a percentage point. We are down 0.2. We're at 44.53 on the S&P. All right, we're at 44.53 on the S&P. So let's go to my charts now for the SPY. So again, S&P futures are down 0.2%. We're at 44.53 is where we're at on the futures. That puts you right there. Okay, so we are just a little bit lower than where we finished the day on Friday. All right, just a little bit lower. Now, what I do think is very possible here this week, and it's something that I'm going to be looking for, all right, is I want to see how this 441 level reacts. I want to see how this 441 level reacts. This 441 area was previously resistance, right? Was previously resistance. Then it became support. Then you got this push. Okay, then you got this push. Now, you heard Matt and I talk about something called a melt up. Okay, you heard Matt talk about something called a melt up earlier on this live stream. When I had Matt on, we were going over some Q&As. And we were talking about the Jackson Hole meeting with the Federal Reserve and what we think is going to go on when that happens. Jackson Hole meeting is in about 2 weeks. Okay, it's in about 2 weeks. We have a lot of time between now and then. And what you may start to see, and what I think you really need to pay attention to, is any statements made by Federal Reserve members is really where you're going to have to be paying attention. Because I think your biggest market movers leading up to the Jackson Hole meeting could be public statements from Fed members. Public statements from Fed members could start to hint towards which way the Fed is leaning. You know, at the end of the day, it doesn't matter what one Fed member says, or even what two Fed members say. What's going to matter is what Jerome Powell is going to say at Jackson Hole, the Fed meeting. That's what's going to matter. But the markets may be looking at clues to what he's going to say based on what other Fed members say leading up to that meeting and any public statements or interviews that they do. So you're going to want to pay attention and keep your ears open for any type of statements made by any Fed members. You've already had last week in an interview on CNBC, Dallas Fed president say he thinks that we should start tapering now. He's not alone in that stance, but he's also certainly not part of the majority. So if, or at least the markets don't think he's part of the majority. But if we start to get closer to Jackson Hole and other Fed presidents, your St. Louis Fed, Chicago Fed, if all these other Fed members come out and say, hey, I think that we should taper. Hey, I think that we should taper. The markets will start to pull back on that news because the more Fed members that share the same stance as the Dallas Fed president, the greater the likelihood the market would take a possible Jerome Powell statement about, yeah, you know what, guys, we're going to start tapering in October. And the markets then would then give you a bit of a pullback. That, I think, is the biggest risk to the markets this week. I don't think it's the China partially closing down the third largest port in the world. I don't think it's the Delta variant. I don't think it's the Lambda variant. I don't think it's Afghanistan. I don't think that those are the biggest threats to the stock market this week. I think the biggest threat to the stock market this week is comments from Federal Reserve members. And I think that that's going to remain that way until we actually get the speech from Jerome Powell at Jackson Hole. Now, I'm not going to sit here and pretend to know what Jerome Powell is going to say. I have no idea what that man's going to say. I have no idea. None. Okay? I don't know if he's going to come on and say, hey, yep, we're going to start tapering, or hey, no, not yet, or hey, we are, and here's the schedule. I have no idea what he's going to say. But as long as the tapering is gradual, I think the markets could sustain it. I still think you can get a pullback. You know, I for one believe that the markets are going to trade in like a 15-point range probably for the next couple of weeks, where I think that 450 and 435 on the SPY may become your new range. And I'm saying 450 because I do believe you could get more of a melt up depending on what happens with Jackson Hole. And I think 450, for no other reason than 4,500 on the S&P, is a psychological number, and it's a beautiful whole number. And a lot of people, there's a lot of analysts that have price targets of 4,500 on the S&P, where you may just get this melt up action that takes you right to 450 on the SPY, 4,500 on the S&P. Lance, welcome. Welcome, brother. Welcome, guys. Welcome, Lance, our newest member of the TTG family. Everyone, welcome, Lance. We now have 23 laptops left. We have 23 laptops left. Again, guys, use coupon code TTG121 to get that 42% discount and to get a brand new free laptop. We now have 23 of those laptops left. Remember, the laptop's totally free. It's just our gift to you for joining the family. All right, it's just our gift to you. We even cover the shipping costs, and yes, we do ship globally. All right, so as we kind of zoom this in, I'll show you guys what I'm kind of thinking. See this little box right here? I think this box, I'll make it bigger so you guys can see it. Those maybe that are watching on a small screen. It's that white box. I think that's going to be the SPY's trading range for the net for maybe even the rest of the year. You know, I think the SPY could go to 4,500, and I think we could have a pullback back to the 50-day moving average once we get some news on tapering. So what I'm thinking about is news on tapering could take us back to like 435. This level right here is going to be your major support level. Okay, 436, 437. This is a major support level. Okay, we held this level multiple times. It was previously resistance. It was our previous all-time high. That caused that, and then you had that big pullback. Then we broke above it. It became support. It became support. It became support. 3, 4, 5, 6 different attempts at that level, and we held it each and every single time. And then we made our climb to new all-time highs as we kind of pushed out of that range. Okay. So what I'm looking for now is that is going to be a major level of support. And if we can trade up in this range, if we can trade in this area for the next 2 weeks, right into the Jackson Hole meeting, if the Jackson Hole meeting gives us some news on tapering, that would set the markets up perfectly for a technical pullback. It's a technical pullback that's based on a fundamental catalyst. The technical pullback would take you right into that level. But what else is going to be there 2 weeks from now? What else is climbing higher here? You guys see this dark blue line on my screen? See this dark blue line? This is the 50-day moving average on the SPY. Now you can see it's climbing, 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 climbing. Every day that goes by, this 50-day moving average is going to move higher and higher and higher and higher. Now, if we were to fast forward 2 weeks, or if we fast forward right to the Jackson Hole meeting, guess where this 50-day moving average is going to be? Right there. Right in line with this support level. So what we're going to be looking for, and I know, today, this week's stock market outlook is really the next 2 weeks' stock market outlook. Because I think your next real catalyst is Fed president comments and the Jackson Hole meeting. Those are your real catalysts that can move markets. Now, I don't expect a lot of volatility before that unless you get some kind of big statement from some of these Fed presidents. But if the Fed presidents stay quiet, I do not expect a lot of volatility in the overall markets. Sure, you may get a day we're down 0.5%. Sure, you might get a day we're up 0.4%. But do I expect us to have like a 2% down day or a 1.5% rally or something like that between now and Jackson Hole? Not if we don't get some type of crazy statement from some Fed president, from some Fed presidents. But if we do get that taper talk, a pullback right to 436, 437, which is this support level, would line up with the 50-day moving average. You expect a bounce from that level. You expect a bounce from that level. Okay? The reason why I'm basing that level for my next long play is not only because of the support level that's already there, because of this level you see right here, but this blue line, let's go back and let's look at this blue line. This blue line, folks, I'm going to delete everything just to clean the chart up a little bit. This blue line, every single time that it has been tested, it has held and has pushed the SPY to new all-time highs. Every single time in 2021 that this level was tested, every single time in the year, in the year 2021, this 50-day moving average has held and has pushed the stock to new all-time highs. So when you get the taper talk pullback, and that's what I'm going to call it, I'm going to call it the taper pullback. That taper pullback could take you right into this previous high, beautiful support, and then that 50-day moving average, fast forward to the Jackson Hole meeting, give this thing a week or two to climb higher. This thing will move 4 points in a week or two. You'll get the 50-day moving average. You'll get the 50-day moving average up to 436, 437 in 2 weeks. Absolutely. Look at how fast this thing is climbing. You go back to just 3 weeks ago, this thing was at 425. Now it's at 432. So fast forward 2 weeks, we'll be at 435, 436. You're going to have a lot of support at that mark. So do not be shocked if we get a 2 or 3 day pullback after Jackson Hole. A 2 or 3 day pullback that, folks, literally could look something eerily similar to that. It could look eerily similar to that. Be prepared for it. Remember this live stream. Remember this discussion. Okay? Because that is what I'm going to be paying attention to over the next couple of weeks. I'm going to keep my ears open for Fed presidents to see what they say leading up to Jackson Hole. And then the whole world is paying attention to every word that comes out of Jerome Powell's mouth at Jackson Hole. Okay? That's what I'm looking at. That's where I am on the overall markets for the next 1 or 2 weeks. Okay? Now, I got myself into call options. Okay? I got myself into call options here. Okay? And I sold out of them on Friday. Okay? I sold out of them on Friday. Beautiful move. Okay? An average of 225 on those options. I bought some options at 249. I bought some options at 202, which brought me an average of 225. And then I sold out of those guys up there it was like 270, 285, 290. Beautiful profits on that trade. Todd, welcome. Welcome, Todd. Everyone, welcome, Todd, our newest member of the THD family. We are now down to 22 laptops. 22 laptops, folks. Okay, 22 laptops. All right, use coupon code TTG121. You'll get the 42% discount, guys. And you'll get the brand new laptop. The next 22 people will get the laptop. Okay, so there you have it, folks. There's the SPY. That was a swing trade that I was in last week. We got out of it. Beautiful profits. Congrats to those that followed along. There's also another swing trade that I'm still in. I took bulk profits on last week. Let's talk about that. NVAX. Okay, I am still long NVAX. All right, now listen up. I bought NVAX at 243 and change, 243 and change. We took profits off 257 to 258. All right, we are still holding some. What I am looking for, okay, what I am looking for is very, very specific. Okay. Ali Reza, welcome, Ali Reza. Ali Reza, you've been on the YouTube channel a couple of times. I recognize the name. I actually just said your name earlier when I was calling out, type the number 1 if you're not a member. And I remember your username. So you no longer have to type the number 1 when I ask that question. Welcome. Welcome to the TTG family. Everyone, welcome Ali Reza to the TTG family. We now have 21 laptops left. Coupon code TTG121, folks. You'll get that brand new laptop and a 42% discount for our end of summer back to school sale. All right. Now, looking at NVAX. I'm still long some. Okay, I'm still long some. NVAX, we had resistance right here. Real nice resistance there around 248 to 250. I got long NVAX on this day. That day, right there. Boom. That day. That's when we got long NVAX. Okay. We bought some NVAX that day, and then I sold some into this move up here. Okay, up at 257 to 258. All right, but I'm still long some. All right, we're still in some of this trade. Now, listen, I basically have no risk on this trade. The only way I'm going to lose money in this trade is if NVAX announces tomorrow morning that the FDA has told them that their vaccine is no good and they've got to scrap it, and it causes people to grow a third arm. If that happens, then the stock will get a massive gap down and I'll lose money in the trade. But if that does not happen, which I do not foresee that happening, there's no way I can lose money in this trade now. I've taken enough profit off the table to where I'm playing with house money. Okay. I've taken enough profit where I'm playing with house money. And the next level I'm looking for is if NVAX breaks above the low 260s. Okay. That high is like 262, 263. Okay. If we break through that, then I think NVAX really opens up. I think the stock opens up, and I think you get a move that takes you up to like the 280s. Okay, I really do think you can get this open up move that takes you right up into 280. I think we have that move in us. I think that momentum could be there. Okay. I think that move could be there. So that's why I'm still in some of this trade. Right. I'm still in some of this trade. Bulk profits were off the table, but I'm still in this. And I'm looking to see if we can break over that level and make a push up into the 280s. And then that would be my final take profit. Okay, that line up there would be my final take profit if we did get there. All right. But the volume on the stock has been above normal these last 2 weeks. The stock's been climbing higher. You had this huge gap down after earnings. That big gap down was its earnings report. And ever since that gap down, people have been swallowing this stock up, ferociously buying this thing after earnings. Do people know something? I don't know. All I know is the charts. The charts tell me the stock may go higher. So for that reason, I'm still long. But again, I've already taken enough profit off the table to where I'm playing with house money. There's no way I can lose money in this trade. The other thing I want to point out to you is a little technical level here. Okay, a little technical pattern, which is a reverse head and shoulders. There's your left shoulder, there's your head, and there's your right shoulder. And then here is your neckline. So this reverse head and shoulders pattern, if we break over this mark, that also breaks the neckline of this pattern. And then I think you really get the stock, like I said, opens up. And I think the stock opens up. Okay. So again, guys, I'm long NVAX, looking for a little bit more action later this week. All right. Daniel, welcome to the TTG family. Everyone, welcome Daniel. We now only have 20 laptops left. Everybody, welcome Daniel. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Use coupon code TTG121. Get that discount, guys. All right, gang. So that just about wraps it up there for the stock market outlook and what I'm looking at coming into here this week. What I would like to actually do now is, for anyone that is still interested, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to show you the TTG platform. So if you guys are interested, you're like, hey, what is TTG all about? I'm going to show you. I'll show you what it looks like. I'll show you what you get access to. All right. But before I do that, I'd like to know who is still with me that's not a member. Type the letters TTG in chat right now if you are not a member of True Trading Group. I've got Gil, Neil Go, Bruce White, Mark Hatt, Nabil, Joseph Ramakis, Ed, George Fowler. Oh, Daniel Isaac just signed up right now. Yep, welcome, Daniel. Tony Scafide. Not sure if I pronounced that correctly, man. I'm sorry if I didn't. Frank Kensi, Michael Petit, Kali, Chris. Beautiful. Excellent. Guys, I like it. I like it. Mark Witt, what's up? I like it, guys. Welcome all of you that are typing TTD. Now, listen, I'm going to show you the platform right now if you guys are interested, okay? Remember, the one-year membership to TTD, it's all inclusive. You get everything when you sign up. It's normally $2,212 for the whole year. But from now until midnight Pacific, you can save 42%. Brings the price of membership all the way down to just $1,267. That's less than $3.50 a day. It's a little more than $100 a month. Okay. The next 20 people to sign up with coupon code TTG121 will get that discount plus a brand new laptop. So once you factor in the price of a laptop, you're getting like 65% off, something crazy. But remember, think of us as Netflix. Because you pay one price, you get access to everything. TTG is a platform, all right? It's not just trade alerts. You get access to the top premium trading tools and products because they are bundled together as part of your membership. We have worked out deals with all of these other companies like Benzinga, Trade Ideas, Quote Media, TradingView to provide their services on the TTG platform. We are a trusted vendor from all of those companies, and we offer that to you as a TTG member. So included with your membership is Benzinga's Pro Live Newsfeed. This is a game changer. This is a live breaking up to the second news alert service directly inside of our chat room that gives you news as soon as it crosses the wire. You cannot be an active trader and rely on delayed news, because professional traders and computer algorithms, they get news as soon as it crosses the wire and they react to it. You need news as soon as it crosses the wire as well. My mods and I, our members, we use this every single day. It's an invaluable tool that helps us navigate the markets each and every single day. You get this included free with your membership. You do not have to pay extra for it. You'll also get Quote Streams full book level 2. That's going to show you the entire depth inside of level 2, all of the market makers. That's included with your membership. That's also going to come part of a trading simulator that lets you trade stocks and options with real-time data with fake money. This way you can practice implementing what you are learning in the courses, practice it on the simulator, prove that you can make money on the simulator before you start trading with your hard-earned cash. This is free for you as well. You do not have to pay extra for it. Then you're also going to get our Trade Ideas scanner. Our Trade Ideas scanner, guys, is the industry leading scanner. Trade Ideas is a phenomenal scanning platform. It's going to show you what stocks are making new highs, new lows, have a surge in volume. The scan is broken up into small caps, mid caps, and large caps, whatever it is that you trade. This way, we ensure that you are always focused on the stocks that give you the greatest chance to profit on any given day. Then you're going to get also TradingView's premium charting software. This is one of the most commonly used charting softwares by active traders. It's yours free. All of these things I'm showing you are included with your membership. You do not have to pay extra for them. Then, of course, you're going to get at least a minimum of 10 easy to follow, actionable real-time trade alerts per week from a community of traders that is currently sporting well over an 80% win rate. We are fully transparent in TTG. All of our traders upload their activity for the day in a trading journal that is on our website that will show you every single buy and every single sell that all of our moderators make. This way you can see how you'd be performing had you been following along with all of the trade alerts. You're also going to get access to a small private study group with a TTG mod. This is where you will get individualized attention to go over lessons and topics that you are struggling with. Okay? You're also going to get access to all of our courses. There are no VIP or pro courses that are going to cost you more money. There's not an upsell for courses when you guys join True Trading Group. When you join, you get access to every course we have. Those are beginner and foundation courses. If you never traded stock a day in your life, you start there. Advanced courses. If you're a more seasoned trader, you can start there. We also have courses on options, swing trading, trader psychology, okay, crypto. There's even a course that teaches you guys about how to do your taxes when it comes to trading, okay? Every course is in text and video format, whichever is easier for you to learn. Then in addition to the courses is a video library that has well over 100 hours of additional educational video content. These are workshops and webinars that our moderators and I have conducted with members live, and we record those sessions and we load them into the video library. Some of the topics we've covered is like how to grow a small account, how to trade while working a full-time job, how to resist FOMO and have confidence pulling the trigger, just to name a few. And then, of course, access to our chat room where the mods and I share our screens during the day. You see what we see. We're on the microphone talking to you live the way I'm talking to you now. Okay, we call out our trades in advance. You also get access to our mobile app. Our mobile app is downloadable on iPhone and Android. You have to be a member, obviously, to use it. And this will allow you to be connected to the chat room, even if you're not in front of your computer. So you'll be able to see the screen share on your mobile device. You'll be able to listen to the audio analysis on your mobile device. And the best part, you'll get real-time push notifications whenever a moderator enters or exits a trade. That is how so many of our members are actually able to trade with True Trading Group while they're working a full-time job. Okay, because the majority of our members actually do work full-time jobs. It's actually a very common misconception that you can't make money trading, and if you're not able to be in front of your computer all day long, and that's just simply not true. If you guys don't believe me, here, watch. Gang, my TTG members, guys, real quick, if you are a member, if you're making money while working a full-time job, do me a favor right now, type the letter I in chat right now, and then tell me, what is your profession? What do you do for a living? So again, if you are a member and you're making money right now while you're working a full-time job, type the letter I and tell me what you do for a living. So anyone that's watching this that feels like, oh man, you know what, this isn't for me. I work a full-time job. I'm not going to be able to do something like this. Pay attention to the chat right now. All right, my boy Chris. Chris says, Chris is a janitor. All right, let's see. How many other people we got coming on here? We got Susie's a nurse. Fernando, construction supervisor. A snake breeder. A manager. Nurse practitioner. Graphic designer. Event marketer. Truck driver. Full-time TTG sniper trading robot. TTG Sunshine. Yes. Police. Manufacturing industry, working 12-hour shifts. So as you guys can see, some of my teaching members are commenting in chat right now, telling you literally what they do for here. Film business, home improvement. Okay. I sell fiber optic connections. All right. So you guys can see here, all my teaching members, you guys see everybody that's commenting here telling you right now what they do for a living. They're making money. We're working a full-time job. If they can do it, folks, so can you. Okay. If they can do it, so can you. So guys, remember, listen, the price of our membership is literally going to be walked up daily by a couple of bucks until we cross over $2,000. So right now you can pay just $1,267, but every day we're walking the price up by a few bucks until we reach that $2,000 mark. Karina, welcome. Everyone give Karina a big warm welcome. Karina just joined the group. We now only have 19 laptops left. Guys, welcome Karina. TTG121 coupon code, folks. Use it. You'll get a brand new free laptop. Remember, you'll know you're getting a laptop because in your checkout cart, you'll see a laptop. If you go to check out and there's no laptop there, that means we've sold out. But we got 19 of them left. So if you guys want to use that code, you'll be able to get a free laptop. Okay. So guys, listen, we're walking the price up to over $2,000. Still, it's crazy value. But $1,267, which you can get right now, is actually insane. Let me explain why. Let's say you don't want to join TTG, but you're like, man, I actually could really use a real-time news feed. Let me go get that Benzinga news feed. You go to Benzinga on your own, you get their real-time news feed with the Squawk Box feature. It's going to cost you $1,400 a year. That's what they charge. You can get it with your membership and pay just $1,267 and literally get access to every other thing I just said to you. The full book level 2 from Quote Media is $990 a year. The Trade Simulator is $300 a year. And TradingView, they charge $600 a year for their premium level charting. Those four things, if you paid for them on your own, you're going to spend over $3,200 a year just for those four things. No, Dennis Wade, we will not try to sell you anything else. We will not try to sell you anything else. Everything I'm saying to you is included with your membership. The only thing we have a lifetime membership that some people wanted, that some people join, but you can't buy a lifetime membership. You have to be an annual member first. Our lifetime membership spots are extremely limited. Okay. It's kind of like a badge of honor for a lot of our THD members. We have about 1,000 lifetime THD lifetime members, but the spots are very limited. Okay. That's the only other subscription or membership that we have. There's no like extra courses that you have to pay for that have like a secret or anything like that. All of these things I'm telling you, they're all included with your annual membership. You are literally getting access to every single thing we have when you become an annual member. Okay. So like I said, you can use TTG121, use that coupon code. You get the 42% discount. The next 19 people get a brand new free laptop. Our goal is to disrupt this industry. Okay. I hate this. Like, you know, every other program out there, it's like you join, you don't get anywhere, you get no education, you get no help. And then when you complain, they say, oh, well, you're not doing well because you didn't buy the VIP package. And you're like, oh, well, how much is that? Like, oh, that's an extra $1,000. Like, what? Why? Why would you give someone part of the solution? They're setting you up to fail purposely to get more money out of you. That's bullshit. If you decide, you know what, I'm going to commit. I'm going to commit to Mike and True Trading Group. I'm going to commit to getting an education. I'm going to do this. Let's do it. If you commit to me, I'm telling you, I will commit right back to you. That's why we don't upsell you all these different things. When you join TTG, you get access to everything that I'm telling you. That's why I said, think of us as Netflix. When you join Netflix, you don't have to pay extra for other movies and shows. It's part of your membership. When Netflix comes out with a new show, you don't have to pay extra to watch the new show. It's included in your membership. When TTG comes out with a new tool or a new course, it's included in your membership. You don't have to pay more for it. Even when, like, let's say next month I come out with a brand new long-term portfolio course. If you're a member, you don't have to pay extra for that course. It's included because when you join True Trading Group, that's it. You're joining the family. And we're going to make sure that you have access to all the tools, all the resources, all the education that are going to help you to have the best chance possible to become a consistently profitable trader. Okay? You guys got to use coupon code TTD121. Okay? Our goal is to disrupt this entire industry. In order to do that, we have to provide insane value and results, guys. Results matter. So I'm telling you, results matter at a price substantially less than any of our so-called competitors. That's why I can offer you this money-back guarantee. Over 80% of our members have responded to a survey we conducted in early July. Actually, of the survey we did in the first week of July, over 80% of those people have said that I'm making money and I'm becoming a better trader. And because of those results, I can offer you that money-back guarantee. If you go through our courses, pass the quizzes, attend one private study group, that's all I'm asking of you. Try, actually put in an effort to learn. If you do, and you still don't make back your membership fee, $1,267 tonight. If you don't make that back at least once during your membership, I'll give you all your money back. I'm going to give you a full refund. I'm not kidding. Okay, everything I'm telling you, it's on the website. You go see it. It's on the website. The money back guarantee is on the website. But I can confidently offer you that because I see the success my members are having. I see the success they're having. I wouldn't be able to offer you a money back guarantee if that wasn't the case. I'd be an idiot. If all my members were losing money, I can't offer you a money back guarantee. I'd be getting money back guarantee requests every day. Of the last 4,500 people that joined True Trading Group, we have refunded 100 of them. I'll say that again. Of the last 4,500 people that have joined True Trading Group, we have refunded 100 of them. That is a refund rate of 2.2%. And that's real. And I'll tell you, yes, we have refunded people because yes, some people won't be able to succeed at this. Some people are not going to make back their membership fee. Some people are not going to become consistently profitable traders. It's not realistic to think that 100% of our members are going to be. I told you, I'll never sugarcoat anything. I'm not going to sit up here and pretend like I got some kind of secret equation that's going to solve all of your problems. What I will guarantee you is that I'll provide you with the same education that I received when I worked at a fund in New York. I'm going to provide you with the top tools that are available in the markets today from companies like TradingView, Benzinga, Trade Ideas, Quote Media. I'm going to provide you with all those tools and the support team to be there to help you. That's what I'm going to guarantee you. And I believe that if you put in a little bit of effort, this can work for you because I see what my members are doing. Nabil, welcome to the TTD family. Nabil, welcome. Folks, that means you have 18 laptops left. You guys got to use coupon code TTD121. You'll get the 42% discount, and you're going to get a brand new free laptop the next 18 people. Like I said, it's our gift to you for joining the family. We even cover the shipping costs. It's there for you, okay? Let's talk about that membership fee for a second, right? Of 4,500 people, the last 4,500 people that have joined, 100 refunds. But let's talk about the membership fee for a second, because if you don't make back the membership fee, that's how you get the money back guarantee after doing those three things. My TTD members, how long did it take you to make back your membership fee? If you're still on the live, if I have some TTD members that are still here, just tell me how long it took you to make back your membership fee. Comment and chat real quick. Took Roxanne just 3 weeks to make back her membership fee. It took Diane Fig 4 months with a $100 account. 3 months for Tanya. Chris, I love you, man. It took TTG Sunshine 3 weeks for a lifetime membership. It took Steve M a little bit less than 2 weeks. Less than 2 months for Bruce with a small account. 2 to 3 days for April, and then about 2 weeks for her lifetime membership. Has now made back both of those membership fees several times over. Johnny G's working on it as a new member. Humble Pie took her just 3 weeks. Okay, so you guys are seeing, how long it takes just for our TTC members to make back their membership fee. Jenny Wonder made it many times over. but 6 trades for the first time to recoup her membership fee. 6 trades. That's it. Guys, there's nothing special. I mean, listen, all my TTG family members are special. I love you guys. There's nothing special about them. They're not different from you. If they can do it, so can you. You know, they found TTG the same way you did a live stream. What do you guys have to lose? I'm offering you a money back guarantee. You know, worst case, you get a free laptop in the meantime. Right? You guys get a free laptop in the meantime. So, choice is yours. We're also 5-star rated on Trustpilot. I welcome, encourage, and invite you all to go read our reviews. Over 1,300 people have taken time out of their day to leave us a review on Trustpilot. Go read them. Seriously. There's no better referral or review than that of your peers. I can talk to you till I'm blue in the face, but it doesn't really mean as much than it does coming from an actual member. That's why, I ask our members. I ask our members, hey, wow, Anthony Vega, before joining True Trading Group, was down $20,000 and is now only down $5,000. So since joining, has recouped $15,000 of prior losses. That's what I like, man. Anthony, bro, keep going, man. Keep going. We're going to turn that account green. All right. So, guys, go read those reviews. Like I said, that's why I ask members to comment. Because it's better coming from them than it is coming from me. You know, it's better coming from them. Okay. So that's it, gang. 18 laptops left. Use coupon code TTG121. You actually have to enter the code and click apply code. Don't forget that. TTG121, folks. You'll know you're one of the laptops if it's in your checkout cart. Thanks for joining me tonight, folks. You are the best. I love you all. I hope you guys had a lot of fun tonight. Guys, don't forget, go check out Matt Kohrs' Twitter. We're matching the donation to St. Jude Children's Hospital. It is a beautiful thing that Matt is doing. If you guys want to participate in that, he's got some merch that he is selling, and we are matching whatever dollar amount it is that he raises by midnight. So we've got about an hour and 44 minutes left. And then Matt is going to let us know what the dollar amount is that he was able to raise for St. Jude's. And then True Trading Group is going to match that donation. Beautiful, beautiful thing that Matt is doing. It is an honor and our pleasure to be a part of it. Thank you, all of our TTG fam, for joining me tonight on this live. Welcome to all of our new members. Remember, guys, TTG121 coupon code. I'll see you guys all in chat tomorrow. Have a great rest of your evening. Wake up early tomorrow, ready to kick some ass and rock and roll and start the week off hot. Subscribe to the channel, gang. If you haven't done so already, smash that like button. I'll see you guys all in chat tomorrow.